with a warm-up lying on the floor. So if you lie on your back, arms outstretched, just do some nice gentle rolling knees from side to side. We'll start gently and just work up. So we're going to do a combination of strength work today and some little high intensity sets as well. So we'll get your heart rate up, but we'll also do some slower, steadier work in between. So if you do get a bit warm, you'll have a chance to cool down in between the higher intensity sets. So sorry I've missed you for the last 2 weeks. I had every intention of doing that class when I was away in Bahrain, but then the old red list announcements scuppered things ever so slightly. Okay, keep going. So now I want you to roll your knees from side to side with your hands behind your head. So put your hands behind your head, keep your elbows nice and wide and push down to the ground. And as you roll from side to side, your elbow will want to come off the floor, and you need to resist that and just keep everything pushed down nice and hard. And that should make this feel a little bit more challenging. You should feel it through your mid-back a little bit. Do one more to each side. And then bring your arms down. Feet into bridge position. Push up nice and high, and then take your time to roll your spine down to the floor. Keep going, so nice big push up. Take your time to roll down. We'll do 10 more seconds. Nice. One more. And then roll over onto your front. All fours. Fingertips on your temples, tuck under, and then reach up nice and high. That's it, well done. So try and get that elbow up as high as you can. And then change sides, fingertips on temples, tuck under, stretch up. Keep going. Do 2 more of these. And then both hands on the floor, under your shoulders, cat to cow. And think about pulling your tummy up towards your spine as you arch your back. Keep going. Do about another 10 seconds of these. And then roll onto your side. So I want you to lie all the way down. So you've got your head resting in your hand, your lower leg, have that slightly bent underneath you just to give your leg a bit of support, and you're going to raise and lower top leg. It's a good Jane Fonda exercise, this. So while you're doing this leg raise, keep your core engaged as well. So pull your tummy in towards your spine. And you should start to feel it working on the outside of your leg. Just do one more. And then roll over other side. Head in your hand. Lower leg slightly bent and raise up and down. Okay, keep going. Good, and then stay on your side. One arm stretched out in front like that, and both legs curled up. So when you do this exercise, if you find that your knees come off the ground as you roll over, just let your top leg drop over your lower leg, and you're going to open up that top arm. So I've got some new things, my weights, I've moved them underneath my bars, so I can't actually do this all the way now. Well done. Look at your hand as you reach over as well. Just do one more. And then change sides, roll over. And again, drop that top leg over if you think you need to anchor your hips in place. Off you go. Okay, keep going. Ten more seconds. And then done, and roll onto your back. Straight leg kicks this time, so bring your head up into your hands. That'll just help to keep your back on the floor. One leg straight, one leg bent, and kick up that straight leg. So if your hamstrings are a bit tight, you might find that you need to work on increasing the range of movement. Just slowly try and kick up a little bit further each time. Leg completely straight. Fab, well done. Do 2 more kicks. And then change legs. Blimey, that leg's a bit tighter. It's never funny, I always subconsciously choose the best leg first. Well done. Two more kicks. And then slowly stand up. So when you're up, stand with your legs nice and wide apart, cross body toe touches, so arms stretched wide, legs straight, tapping alternate toe, and then standing up really tall with your arms stretched nice and wide. Lovely, well done, keep going. One more to each side. Good, and then with your legs wide still, put your hands on your knees like that. You're going to this big shoulder dip. So really dip, reach and push into this. You should feel a nice stretch across kind of the side of your upper back, back of your shoulder. So really push into it. Work on getting that stretch in your upper back. Do one more to each side. And then we'll move into some standing hip rotations. Alternate legs. Take your time. My balance is shocking this morning. So I'm having to look at the floor, staring at a spot on the floor 2 meters ahead of me. Well done. And then go the other way. done. Slightly better that direction, I have to say. One more to each leg. And then we'll just finish off with some wide leg squats. So legs wider apart than you would normally have them for a squat. Just drop down, doesn't matter how low you get, this is just to help mobilise your hips a little bit more. So you're kind of pushing your bum back a little bit, pushing into this. So when I get into the low part of the squat, I can feel my inner thighs stretching a little bit, stretching into my hips. It's quite nice actually. Okay, just do 2 more. And then a couple of forward and back leg swings while I explain what we're doing next. So the first set we're doing, it's 4 exercises. Side to side run with a squat at each end. Then you're going to do a few steps of running on the spot with either 2 step backs or 2 lunges, change legs. Then a straight arm plank, you're going to do 2 hand taps and 2 knee to chest. And the last one is a curtsy lunge with a push, so you need to have a weight for that one. So the idea is they're kind of small, quick movements to get your heart rate up. Each exercise is done for 30 seconds and we go through it twice, so it will take about 4 minutes to get through each set. So I'll demonstrate the exercises really quickly while you have a rest. So it's a squat and then a few side to side runs and then squat. So your squat is high. You don't have to get very low. It's just going from that knee dip to side run. That's the first one. Then the next one, run on the spot, kind of 5-6 steps running on the spot. And then you can either do 2 step backs or 2 deeper lunges. If you do the lunge, it's going to be more challenging. Next one, straight arm plank. And you do hands tap, knee to chest, knee to chest. Hand tap, knee to chest, knee to chest. And the last one is a curtsy lunge with a press. So with a weight, I'm not going to use an 8 kilogram kettlebell, let's get something lighter than that. So you do curtsy lunge, press out ahead, curtsy lunge, press out ahead. So again, it's just making it a little bit more cardiovascular than a normal curtsy lunge would be. So you lunge, press out, lunge, press out. So for this curtsy lunge press, you don't need a heavy weight, you can even use a water bottle. It's just the action of pushing something out ahead of you that will get your heart rate up a little bit more. Right, let's get started. I need to put a fan on because it's already a bit too warm. Let's get a door open. Hello dogs, lounging around in the shade. Can you see Mocha? So that's a bean bag that's not supposed to be for dogs. It was on there yesterday. I've just given up and put a blanket over it. Alright, you can have it. I'm not lying on it. Alright, should we get started? So it's side to side squat first of all. 30 seconds for each exercise. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Now we'll be working through this set a few times over the course of the whole session. So I would say for this first one, keep your movement quite steady. Just gradually work on increasing your heart rate as we go through the hour. 45 minutes now. Okay, done. Right, run. So running on the spot. Just take about 5 or 6 steps and then do step back or lunge. I'm going to start with a step back for the first set. So I'm just doing quite a low jog on the spot, not bringing my knees up very high, not too vigorous, just want to warm up gradually. One more. Good, and then straight arm plank. Off we go. So it's 1 hand tap, 2 hand taps, knee to chest, knee to chest. Hand tap, knee to chest, knee to chest. You're constantly moving between. Last one, up you get. And curtsy lunge and press. So that lightweight, off you go. Good. 10 seconds. You should be starting to breathe a bit more hard now. A bit more hard. Is that English? 3, 2, 1. Put the weight down. Side to side. 2, 1, go. Good, well done. Five seconds. Good. Run on the spot. Step back. One more. Straight arm plank. Hand tap, hand tap. Knee to chest, knee to chest. One more. Up you get, grab your weight. Curtsy lunge press, off you go. Well done. Almost there. Five seconds. Good, and rest. Well done. So hopefully your heart should be up nicely, breathing a bit but not really out of breath. So our first strength exercise is called a gorilla row. So we really take our time to get the technique right with this. So you need a weight that you can hold in both hands, dumbbell or kettlebell, and as heavy as you can ideally. If you haven't got anything really heavy, then we can do it with a band. What have you got available? That's perfect. You've got a kettlebell, haven't you? 18? Yeah, perfect. I'll show you the kettlebell. Yeah, great. So technically, it's really important that we get this right. So the first thing to think about is your stance. So your feet are kind of squat distance apart, so quite a wide stance. And then you're going to have the kettlebell, or the weight, in front of you. Can you see my kettlebell okay? So whatever you're hanging on to, you're going to get over and hold on to it like that, okay? And then all you do to get the weight or the kettlebell off the floor is just to shrug your shoulders. So it's like that. So can you see how flat my back is to the floor? Only bringing that weight up by a couple of inches. That's your start position. So I've got my knees slightly bent, bum sticking back, back flat, and then you row from there. So I'll show you from the front. Hang on to the weight, shrug your shoulders to get the weight off the floor, and then just bring it up. So if you're holding a dumbbell, actually it's a slightly nicer position for your arms because you've got a slightly wider grip. But the most important thing with this gorilla row is that you're not doing that rowing movement with your back rounded. So by shrugging your shoulders and bringing your shoulder blades back, that will flatten your back out so that your lower back doesn't hurt. Let's have a go. So hold on to the weight, shrug your shoulders to get the weight up, and then row. So I'm keeping my arms quite close to my sides, and I can feel my bum and my hamstrings working as well to help stabilise me. Right, keep going, I'm just going to watch your technique. That looks lovely. Good. Lee, can you shuffle around and stand side onto the camera for me? Is that okay? Yeah, perfect. That's good. Okay, and then rest. So weight down. So the one thing I'm going to change for both of you is I don't think you've got your legs bent quite enough. I think your legs are quite straight, so it's making your back do that. So I want you to bend your legs a bit more and think about getting that position. So rather than doing that, it's like that. So legs are more bent, bum sticking out. So you should feel, this is a posterior exercise, so you should feel it with the whole back. Upper back, mid back a little bit as well, bum, hamstrings, even calves. Have another go. So get the weight onto the floor, near the floor. Bend your knees a bit, push your bum back. Yeah, that's better. Good, well done. And keep those shoulders retracted all the time, so active shoulders. So it stops your back from rounding. Well done. 5 more seconds. And then rest. Good. Can you feel it working backs of your legs into your bum? Yeah, good. So it's kind of like holding static deadlift and then rowing. That's kind of the feeling that you're going for. So when I talk about active shoulders, when you're doing an exercise like a bent over row, if you let your shoulders kind of drop, everything will round, but by keeping your shoulders pulled back all the time, I don't know if you can see clearly enough, my t-shirt's too dark, that active shoulder position will keep your upper back working nicely. So if I say active shoulders, what I mean is don't let your shoulders drop, keep them pulled back. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's do another set of these. We're going to do 2 more sets of these before we move on. So bend over again, bring that weight up off the floor, active shoulders, off you go. Yeah, lovely, really nice. And keeping your arms tight to your side will help keep your triceps working a bit as well. Oh, and keep your core engaged, obviously. Fab, well done. One more, and then rest. We're going to do one more set of those. Is that feeling okay? You can't feel it in your lower back? Perfect. Alright, last set. So bend over. Bring that weight up. Off you go. Nice. Yeah, that's much better. Well done. The groups are working on this tonight as well. Do one more pull and then done. Great, well done. Quick drink, and then we're going to go back to that heart raised set again. Exactly the same exercises. I've got my bum working now after that. Alright, we'll start again in 15 seconds, and it's exactly the same exercises. For this, for the run with the step back, try and move into a bit of a lunge if your knees will tolerate it. Make it a bit more of a deeper movement. Alright, get ready. Squat with a side to side run. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So round 2 of this. If you can, just move a little bit more vigorously. Try and get the heart rate up a little bit more than it was after the first set. Three, 2, 1, done. Run on the spot, straight into it. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then straight arm plank. Hand tap, knees to chest, knees to chest. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Up you get. Curtsy lunge and press. Up you go. Three, 2, 1. Back into the squat. Off you go. So if you want to make this a bit more challenging, this exercise, bounce a bit more. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Run on the spot. Five seconds. And straight arm plank. Down you go. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunge and press. Off you go. No, I'm definitely puffing more this time. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Right, have a drink if you need it. Step number 2 for the strength work is a split stance overhead press. So again, probably not a very heavy weight for this one. So you're going to stand in a split stance like that. So you've got quite a wide stance, which as you can see is overbalancing me, which is the idea. So if you look at my front leg, that's the important one. I drop my back leg down. Can you see where my knee is in relation to my ankle? So it's directly above my ankle. What you don't want to do is to hold this like that, because that will make your knee unstable and might be uncomfortable. So you want to have your knee directly above or even slightly behind your ankle, and it's dropping the back knee. So what I can feel before I do anything is quads are working on both legs, but I can actually feel my bum working on my back leg, and that's what you want. So back glute, front quad more. I've got my left foot forward and I'm going to press overhead with my right arm. And I've got you can either have your left arm raised up, out to the side, on your waist, but use that for balance if you need it. And you're going to press above your shoulder, like that. The lower you are, the more challenging this is going to be for your legs. So this is a lower body exercise. Your arm's working, but you'll find it's probably hurting your leg more. So I can really feel my glute and my back leg working to stabilise me. And keep your core braced. Good, change sides. So I'm going to change angle. Front leg. focusing from the front, drop the back knee down, squeeze that glute, and then press. So we're doing 30 seconds on each arm. Well done. Good, well done. And if you feel that you're really wobbling from side to side, tummy in towards your spine, that will help. Last few seconds. Good, and then rest. That should feel quite challenging. That's a harder exercise than the gorilla row, and it should feel hard. There's a lot going on with that, because you feel it working in your bum cheek. If you can't feel that back glute working to help stabilise you, squeeze it, really, really squeeze it. So try and like tighten it up as much as you can, and that will help. Alright, I'm doing 3 sets on each side, so let's change legs again. I'm trying to remember what leg I started on now. Okay. Get ready. Off you go. 30 seconds. So I've got my left leg forward. Well done. Keep going. 5 seconds. And then change sides. So right leg forward now, pressing with my left arm. Off you go. Did you see that festival of running that was on Sunday at the racecourse? I didn't know about it until like Saturday evening. So it was apparently very badly promoted, but half marathon running around the racecourse at midday on a 27-degree day. No thank you. I don't think many people did it. Good, and then done. Even a 10k is bad enough. And the furthest I've voluntarily run around the racecourse is 5k for charity, and not in the middle of summer. Not the best idea, that. Alright, we'll start again. 15 seconds, we've got one more set to do on each side. Hopefully you can feel your bottom working now. Alright, get ready. I've got left leg forward, pressing my right arm. 2, 1, go. Well done. Good. Keep your core braced, glute squeeze. This is basically a core stability exercise. One more. Change sides. And go. Well done. Looking good. 10 more seconds. I'm starting to get tired now. Was there? 3, 2, 1. Good. Quick drink, and we're back onto the heart rate raise. I need to find a different name for that, it's so hard to say. Alright, so you're feeling good? And you've got the energy, push the intensity up a little bit more for this, try and get your heart rate up a bit more. Let's start off, 5 seconds, squat and side to side. Get ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Well done. Five seconds. 2, 1, done. Run. So remember, you can keep this as a step back. I am doing it as a lunge, but you don't have to. You can do a step back. Three, two, one. Straight arm plank. Five seconds. 2, 1, done. Curtsy lunge press. Off you go. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Squat and side to side run. Off you go. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Run. I'm going for a step back this time. Seconds. 2, 1, good. Straight arm plank. Five more seconds. Curtsy lunge and press. Oh yes. Good. How's your heart rate? Mine's up. Well done. I'm doing this wrong. There we go. Too many steps, not enough pressing. It's better. 5 seconds. You'd think I'd know my own exercises, wouldn't you? 2, 1, rest. Grab a drink. The good news is the next exercise involves lying down. So your next one. Rest while I show you what it is. Lying on your back. So before we start, I want to do a quick core activation exercise. So I want you to lie on your back, arms and legs up. Make sure you've got your lower back pushed down hard into the ground, feet at knee height, and you're just going to hold a static dead bug. Pulling your tummy back down towards the floor, really activating your core. So you should feel the tummy muscles working more below your navel than above. You're just going to hold that static dead bug. So your whole back in contact with the floor, backs of your shoulders, lower back, top of your bum. Just breathe nice and deeply. Really feel your core working. So use your breath as well. Every time you exhale, really push your back into the floor. I just want you to hold that for another 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and then just hug your knees into your chest. And then I need you to look at me actually, so if you can look at the camera. So we're going to do a lying single arm chest press. So you're going to do a chest press, but with your feet up in a dead bug position. So you need to raise your legs, feet again at knee height, and you're going to press. I'm going to move over a bit, we've got room, here we go. Press with one arm while your legs stay stable. So you're moving your arms, you've got an upper body exercise as well as a core stability exercise. And you're going to do 20 seconds on one side and then 20 seconds on the other and then rest. That will probably be enough time because your core might start to complain a little bit. So grab your weight. Because your range of movement is limited by the floor, I want you to try and go for the heaviest weight you can with this exercise. Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1, off you go. And the other arm stays raised. That just helps to keep your core kind of a bit more stable. So what you might feel as you're pressing is that your muscles on your side are working a little bit harder on the arm that you're pressing. Good, change sides. Off you go. Be careful changing sides, don't swap over your face. I don't want you dropping any weights on your lovely faces. Not a good look for the summer. Five seconds, 2, 1, and then rest. So you can either rest with your feet on the ground or you can rest with your knees pulled into your chest. We're going to start again in 20 seconds. So get ready, pick up your weights. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Round 2. We're doing quite a lot of upper body work today, so you might find that your arms are starting to fatigue a little bit. If you need to break a little bit early, that's fine. 5 seconds. 2, 1, change sides, and go. Well done. It's really important that your lower back stays flat to the ground when you're doing this. If you need to bring your knees in towards your chest a little bit to help that, that's fine. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and then rest again. One more set to go. Start again in 10 seconds. Okay, pick up your weight and off you go. Seconds. Perfect, change sides. Three, 2, 1, good. Done, fab. Up you get. Have a quick drink if you need it, and we've got one more of these heart rate sets to go, and then we're doing some core stability work to finish off with. So grab a quick drink. Definitely got sweaty hair today. Alright, get ready, we'll start in 5 seconds. Last high intensity set to go. Work as hard as you can. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Squat and side to side. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Run on the spot. I'm going for the step back just because I'm getting so out of breath I can't speak to you anymore. Looking good, well done, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, straight arm plank. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, curtsy lunge and press. I'll try and get my own exercise right this time as well. Off we go. Five seconds. Good. Weights down, side to side. Pardon me. Keep going. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Round the spot. Well done. Keep going. 5 seconds. Good calorie burn this morning, by the way. I've got good stats. And straight arm plank. Keep going. Okay. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up you get. Last curtsy lunge. Off we go. Almost there, last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's the hard bit over. Well done, all good. My heart rate's nice and high. Grab a drink. Core stability to finish off with, and then we're stretching, and then we're done. Almost there. Right. Woo. So, first exercise, with your red band. You're going to put your red band over your feet. This might look ridiculous, but I promise it's not. So, you're going to get into that dead bug position again with the red band over your feet. If you're in socks, then just be careful that the band doesn't ping off your socks. And first of all, you're going to do a leg extension. So you're holding the band in place, and you're doing a leg extension with the band. If you want to make that leg extension harder, just extend your arms and increase the tension on the band. So hopefully you should feel this quite low down in your tummy. So you're going to start with a high leg extension. 5 more seconds. And then just rest. You just bring your arms down to your chest. Keep the band around your feet, but just rest for a second. Alright, and we're going to go again. So try and increase the tension on the band a little bit with your arms above your head more. And this time you're going to lower your legs a little bit more. So your extension is going to be a little bit lower, which should make it feel more challenging in your core. I can't wait to do this later with the big group because they're just going to look ridiculous. Oh, that's really good. 2 more. I'm not sure what hurts more, my tummy or my arms. And then rest. Just bring your arms down to your chest. Let your legs bend and relax, but keep the band around your feet.
I'm struggling a little bit with this. I can't seem to get myself.
That's all right.
So arms straight.
Yeah. So if you want to make this harder, bring your arms back more, and then you're doing a leg extension. So your arms are staying still, and you're just pressing your legs in and out. And the higher your legs are, the easier it is for your lower back. So if it's
single band, then you get wound around your hands. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Is
you.
that all right? That's okay. It's not easy to see, is it, against the weights? You have to move around a bit. All right, let's go again. So extend your arms, tension on the band. Last set. So lower your legs are to the floor. The harder it is. So I'm really trying to get my legs low down to the ground in this last one. Well done. So as I extend my legs, I'm just bracing my core, pushing my back into the ground. Well done. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh my word, that was quite hard. Perfect. Right. Band off. Straight over into child pose. And we've got time for a good long stretch. So feet together. Do you know what I'm going to do as well? I'm taking my shoes off. Because such hot feet. That's better. Okay. So feet together. Knees apart into child pose. Really stretch forward. Well done today. Nice deep breaths. And then take your arms over to one side, lower down again. And then over to the other side, lower down. And then put your hands under your shoulders, push up into cat stretch. And then tuck your toes under, push your bum up nice and high, try and get your legs as straight as possible. Ouch. My legs don't want to be straight. And then lower back down to your knees. 1 foot forward. Tuck your hips under, push forward. And now really reach across. And then change sides. Foot forward, tuck your hips under, push forward. And then reach. Good. Next one. So this one, the mat, I want you to put your leg out to the side like that, lower down onto your heel, and then get your arms out in front of you and get as low to the ground as you can. So I've got my elbows on the floor, but if that's too deep a stretch, if it's too intense, come up onto your hands. But you should feel a really good stretch going all the way down the inside of your leg. And then change sides. So come up onto your knees, leg out to the side, lower down onto your heel, elbows down. And then come up. And we're going to do a glute stretch. So sit down, both legs out straight in front of you, bring one leg around. Ooh. And then I want you to twist around. Change sides. And then twist. And then stand up. Nice and slowly. Quad stretch to finish off with. So hang on to something if you need to. Pull your heel into your bum. Good, well done. And then change sides. Good, and release. And we'll just finish off with upper back stretch. So lean forward, hands inside of your knees, pull in, let your head drop down. And change sides, pull in again. And just let your arms drop, head drop down. Nice deep breaths. Bend your knees, then stretch up really tall. And we're done! Well done this morning. It's quite a tough session this morning, you worked really hard.
Thank you very much.
Well done. My legs are aching already.